Hi, Doug Bell here from Northern Lights Estate Winery, British Columbia's most northern winery, and I'm actually at Hobby Brews by Northern Lights today to talk about what type of equipment you need to make your own wine at home. In other videos, we've covered off how to select the right wine kit for you. Once you have your wine kit, you need to make sure you have all of the equipment needed to make a great quality wine. First off, you need a primary fermenter. Often these are made out of plastic, they're quite large, and have a big open top for you to put all of your ingredients into. You're going to add the yeast, and this is going to ferment for a period of sometimes up to 2, 3, or 4 weeks. Next off, you're going to need a carboy. I like glass carboys because they're much easier to clean and don't scratch. They carry less bacteria through the fermentation and bottling process. You need a bung on the top of the carboy, which is going to allow the CO2 during fermentation to come out with no oxygen to come in. During the fermentation and finishing process, you're going to need a large stir spoon that's going to allow you to push down all of the product and stir it in both the primary fermenter and the carboy. You're going to need a hydrometer, which is going to measure the density and tell you how far along your fermentation is. A thermometer is very handy for your wine journal to know what temperature is my wine at, and is it at a good temperature for fermentation, and is it at a safe temperature for the wine. After pressing the wine, you'll need to rack it using a racking tube and hose. Once your wine is finished and racked, you'll want to filter it to get a nice clean look and clear wine. You can get a filter similar to this, which is a 4-pad small filter available at your local U-Brew and wine shop. When filtering, you're going to need filter pads, which will range in size from coarse, medium to fine filtration, which is usually a sterile filtration, helping clean your wine so that it's safe and ready to store in the bottle. When bottling, the first thing you're going to want to do is clean and sanitize your bottles. You can use one of these little systems here, or at Hobby Brews by Northern Lights, clean them in our fully automated machine. When bottling, you can use an automatic filler like this one, or at home, you can get this tube which attaches to your racking tube and fills your bottle once depressed like this. When corking, there are many devices that you can use, such as this one. After placing your cork in, you're going to put a nice label on and put a heat shrink cap which will be inserted into this hot machine to shrink onto the top of the bottle. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to find out more about winemaking, fruit wines, wine culture, and more.